Race fans, tonight we will be enjoying the Shell Belle Cells of the Glen, Dixon Smoke Meats Truck Series, and we are in the second race of the playoffs today. Gerald will be joining me as usual, and we also have Dave Huckleberry here in the booth producing. Tonight's race is a track length of 2.42 miles, and it's in Watkins Glen in upstate New York. We have partly cloudy temperatures, and now we will go over the playoff standings. In with the most points right now, we have Timmy Holmes. He is locked in with a win. Tate Lytle, Ethan Stanley in third, Levi Zielinski, Scott Crump in fourth, Dustin Dewar sixth, Tom Bourne seventh, Sean Ryan eighth, Harrison Talon ninth, Justin Munsell 10th, Trey Holmes 11th, 12th Zach Evans, Daniel Martinez 13th, and Alec Balvans 14th. Yeah, he definitely has a much faster time than anybody else right now. We also want to remind the viewers that tonight we will again be having the Dine and Dash challenge, and we will be telling you guys a little bit more about that later on in the podcast. Also want to kind of let you guys know if you're looking at the qualifying right now, there are different colored numbers. What that means, the yellow is the playoff drivers, green are non-playoff drivers, and the red of Timmy Holmes is the locked-in drivers so far. And it looks like we are wrapping up qualifying and excited to get started with the second playoff race. And how many kind of laps do they get to qualify? All right, so this will be a 50 lap race with stages at lap 12 and 24, marked by the yellow flag, and each driver will have three sets of tires. All right, and Gerald, would you like to go over the starting lineup?
Yes, I will. You're doing a wonderful job. I'm the one watching the baby tonight, so Erica's filling in for me, and she's doing absolutely wonderful. I'll let you announce the first driver there. He deserves all the credit. He was the road course winner, and I don't want
So
to see his name.
on pole, we have Sean Ryan.
John Ryan is on pole tonight. Ethan Stanley, another rookie driver, in second. Alex Vandersant in third. Caleb Clifton, another rookie driver, getting some more experience here in Elite, is in fourth. Chad Frankenfield loves Watkins Glen. He is here tonight in fifth. Trying to play spoiler for some of these chase drivers. Tate Lytle is in sixth. Ethan Burrell is in seventh. Tom Bourne in eighth. Scott Crump ninth. Daniel Martinez 10th. Timmy Holmes already locked in, just having some fun tonight in 11th. Levi Zielinski in 12th. Cole Merkret, another rookie driver, back there in 13th. Trey Holmes 14th. Michael Hozak is in 15th. Zach Evans 16th. Dustin Durr is in 17th. Alex Ballvance is in 18th. Brent Jones will be 19th for the night's starting lineup. 20th will be Mark Reblis, and another rookie driver. Michael Goodman in 21st. Cody Harrington in 22nd. Mark Keeler is in 23rd. And Michael Keelan, another rookie driver, in 24th. And was it Klein? You switched it over so quickly. Michael Klein in 24th. Joshua Freed in 25th. Jeff Sickles in 26th. Tyler Dixon in 27th. Ken Donoa player 28th. Harrison Town 29th. And Sam Batwell will be our final starting lineup for tonight in the 30th position.
All right, and it looks like they're starting to line up for the start of the race. I like that number on the 92. It's nice lettering there.
Why these drivers are going around, Erica, I'll go ahead and do what the race sponsor is tonight. Shell Belle Cells is our tonight's sponsor for tonight's race. Online ordering is what they provide for quite a few things, actually. Very interesting sponsor we have. They specialize in home decor, woodcraft, vinyl designs, custom orders out of Milltown, New Jersey. You can follow them at Shell Bell Cells. The only S is at the end of cells. And they are on Instagram. Reach out for custom orders. Maybe get a decal of your car. Who knows? Maybe if you want it wood made, go for it all. Maybe just deck out your room with custom designs. Give them a little text over at Showbell Sells on Instagram and see if they can get something custom made for you right away.
All right, and as they are getting ready to go green, it looks like the pace car is off. Oh, no, just went off to the side there. Yeah, I was confused for a second there. So we'll just go over with the playoffs. It's win and you're in. One driver locked in so far, and there's only 5 drivers that advance, and 2 races to go after tonight before another elimination round. And this is a long track to do a pace lap. All right, where the racing gets good and the good gets racing. Looks like the 9 is off to a pretty significant lead. Um, yeah, they are getting really close for that lead position. Like he made an effort to stop before coming back on the track. All right, so there was no caution there, huh? All right, so we see Alex Van de Sande continues to maintain that pretty significant lead. Looks like towards the front they're lining up a little bit, single file. See Tate Lytle in the 6th position. Did you say Shane? You did.
Usually I'm
It's
the one getting yelled
contagious.
at. See what I mean? Uh, Sean Ryan. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know how you can mess that up. Yeah, quick information on that nine. He won at Lime Rock, our only other road course that we raced at. And starting up front, he's fell back quite a bit. So gonna have to keep it on the nine. He was one of those drivers at Lime Rock that was very consistent. So weird to see him make a mistake, but we'll see if he can be able to get back up there again. It's winning year in, so maybe we'll see the nine be able to fight for a victory before it's all done.
And I would think that this isn't a very easy track to pass, considering there is getting to be a little bit of space between the drivers, unless there was a restart, of course.
Yeah, there's only a couple passing points really that are really key, but getting through those S's that you're seeing Zach Evans through there is very key because the passing zone is right here before you get to the dog leg. So you have to be right up on him to be able to do it. If you're a couple car lengths, it's a little too far back to be able to make any moves. So it's all about setting someone up.
Looks like the six is looking to make a pass on the 88 there, taking it wide, and is able to make the pass. Just barely clearing that bumper. And that's Zach Evans. All right, and we are currently lap 4 of 50. When did we say the first stage was? Lap 15? 12. All right.
How are some of our playoff drivers doing through the field?
Well, we have Ethan Stanley in the second place position. Then we have Sean Ryan in fifth place, Tate Lytle in seventh place, Scott Crump eighth, and Martinez in ninth. It seems that they're all kind of hanging around there in the top 15 approximately.
Yeah, just so you know, Erica, road course is not what a lot of these people are proud of with their speed. So some of these playoff drivers are just looking to just get through tonight. Some of those that maybe don't have the best road course expertise in. So look for some of these drivers just to try to just make it to the end of the race. You might not see them run up front, but trying not to wreck is their main goal for some of these guys in the back. That's in the bus stop.
No damage there. All right, we are seeing Ethan Stanley here in second position. So far, it's been a rather orderly race. Mhm.
Well, one thing to keep note of is that there's going to be four drivers that could potentially race their way in, but regardless, there will be one driver, no matter what, to point their way in. So even though points may not be important for all drivers that may win their way into the final playoff position or playoff round, but there's going to be points rewarded for the top 10. So just making sure you get in the top 10 tonight. Keep the points going your way. So if a win doesn't come to you, at least maybe you might be able to fall back on a point position for the final playoff spot.
As we were on board with Timmy Holmes, it seems that he is definitely trying to make his way back up to the top 10. We still have Van de Sant leading the race, followed by Ethan Stanley, Frankenfield in third, Sean Ryan fourth, Birrell fifth, Clifton sixth, Lytle seventh, Crump eighth, Warren ninth, and Martinez in 10th.
No, there's not a points or an X limit. They probably are getting X's, which is a iRacing term for going off track. So even though they're going technically what iRacing would consider off track, Elite doesn't really count that. So you're seeing Alex Vandersent there get a little bit in the grass, but
Mhm.
uh, he's definitely going to use up, as most experienced road course drivers do, all the racetrack, getting all the curbs, getting all the angles he can get. That just keeps up the speed that you have to be able to use in some of these stock car oval or road course races. These stock cars are very stiff, so the more you turn, the harder you turn it, the tighter the car gets, and just the more speed you lose. So the experienced guys like Alex Van der Sant definitely is will just use any kind of asphalt he sees just to make sure he doesn't have to turn it that much.
And it feels like we're running a hot lap with Alex Van de Sant on board right now.
Definitely a guy to do it on, that to learn something from.
Nothing but track in front of us. Unobstructed view.
Kind of how he wants it to be tonight, I'm gonna guess.
I would imagine so.
Well, unlucky for him, in about 2 laps, he's about to have everyone be right back to the back of him once again as we get closer to the stage end. Yeah, they should be closed by now. Once the leader comes across the finish line. Whoa, man! Now you said I think he used some that wasn't even used before. Some of that asphalt might not even have been paved, but he still used it.
I think he might have gotten a cone there, I'm not sure.
The cone's probably not there anymore. Actually, he's coming down pit road, so it'd be now that the stage end will be.
Interesting.
Well, I want to go back to what happened at Lime Rock because this is what happened at Lime Rock. He stayed out and other people pitted, and then he got into a whole search situation and mess at Lime Rock, which is a real course, and he ended up getting in some damage and losing the race, and never able to get back up to the front again. So I think this time around he's getting tired. So whenever the stage end is in the next couple laps, he's going to cycle back out to the front again. So he doesn't want to. He really doesn't want to have to worry about any other drivers, which he shouldn't. He's not running for points, so he doesn't care about points for the end of the
Mhm.
stage.
Well, that's definitely. Oh, imagine he's going to want to pit soon. Well, at least he saved it from hitting the wall. This is the final lap of stage one. Looks like he's not going to have too much of a challenge with a win here. And we will announce the Dine and Dash challenge once the lap is complete. You see he's catching up to the lap traffic now. And the caution is out for the end of stage one, with Ethan Stanley securing that stage one win, which is definitely going to help him as far as pointing his way into the next round of the playoffs.
Oh, right now for because there's not going to be any bonus point awarded other than get 10 regular stage points, which is 10 for first place on down to for 10th place. So 10, 9, 8, 7, and so forth. So 92 is going to start off so far this race with 10 points to his name.
You see Sean Ryan got second. So there's quite a few of the playoff drivers that were able to make it in the top 10. We see Timmy Holmes made the ninth position, and some that didn't quite make it in. But it seems that most of them have gotten in the top 15 at this point. And as we are getting them lined back up, Gerald, would you like to review our sponsors for tonight?
Absolutely. Of course, tonight's race sponsor is Shell Bell Cells. Shell Bell Cells. It's almost like Seashore by the Seashore, whatever the thing is, but a little different. Shell Bell Cells. The only S is at the end of cells. They are on Instagram. Reach out for custom orders, final designs, wood, home decor, all that. They are great for all custom designs there. Of course, we have our premier sponsors, C2 Freight. It's a freight offers complete freight management services. They do everything from including flatbreads, double drops, vans, tankers, refrigerated equipment, any kind of freighting service they offer for you. And then we have Blue Egg Marketing. Blue Egg Marketing is for small business. If you're in marketing development, uh, they are the one to get in touch with. And they are capitalizing on crazy creativity, is what they put down as their business model there. We hope they hope to punch above the weight classes. Another thing they like to stay. Also, we have Powerhouse Recycling. Powerhouse Recycling strives to the highest level of customer service in the industry for each load process time and time again. Uh, and then, yeah, I believe that's all of our sponsors there. But what else do we have going on? It's the end of stage one here, Erica.
We have the Dine and Dash Challenge. Every week we will be offering a question for you to ponder and type your response in the chat by the end of stage two in order to win a $10 gift card for Grubhub.
Yeah, and then
And Gerald will be announcing the question for tonight.
yeah, usually it's Erica, but since she took my job, I'm taking hers. I'm going to be coming up with a question for tonight. So if you're watching, go ahead and just get into the chat here. Very simple. All you got to do is answer tonight's question by the end of stage two. You have until the end of stage two. And then at the end of the race, we'll announce if you are the winner or not. And the question for tonight will be how many of our playoff drivers will finish in the top 10? So that's how many playoff drivers will finish in the top 10 at the end of the race. So either that be 5 of the playoff drivers finish in the top 10, 4, whatever you want. Put it into the chat. You have a chance to win a $10 Grubhub gift card, e-gift card. We send it to you however you want. I can get on Twitter. I can type it up to you. You want me to mail it to you? If you want, sure. But it's e-card. Pony Express. You find the pony, and then I'll express it to you. Well, I'm not sure if you'll be able to get it. It's Florida here, so there's a lot of clouds. But just
I
type in
think
a
there's a
number.
bird ban
Literally,
in effect.
there you can get. It's literally a 1 to 10 question there. There's only 10 possible outcomes it could possibly be. Just type in a number from 1 to 10 is pretty much all you have to do. Don't
Zero could be an option.
Okay, 11
Unlikely.
options tonight. 11 options tonight. All you got to do is just go about putting a an answer into there. Again, it's that's all you have to do is just put it into the chat. 0 through 10 is the number I'm looking for, and very easy. I can send you a $10 Grubhub. Get you something to eat on Monday, whatever you want to do. Just put a number in there, and I'll just reach out to you if you win. So that's it. I'll give it back to you, Eric. Looks like they're lining back up to go green this time by.
Yes, they are, Gerald. So we have a lot of the race sponsors actually on that 97 truck. Uh, I see C2, Blue Egg, and the Dixon smoked meats on all the trucks.
I think he's just sucking up to him. No, those are the series sponsors on the side. Yeah, they have to have those sponsors on the side of the truck if they want to race.
Well,
Chad's
that's good to
adamant
know.
about that.
All right, so
It's another thing to keep an eye on.
and were any of those drivers in the playoffs?
Dustin Durr, I believe, is the only one. Yeah, Dustin
Okay.
Durr is the only one, and he was running, I think, outside the top 10 before that caution happened. So it's
Okay.
a good pickup for him. We already got a guess on the chat. 6 from Tyler Fody. He says exactly 6. He's adamant about it. 6 for Tyler Fody. We'll see. So now there's only no. Well, that'd be impossible. But now there's only 10 other options people can pick from.
All right, and the pace car is off. We have the 97 getting off to a pretty good lead on the outside. Looks like the 15 is going to remain in the second position, while the 32. All right. Okay, yes. The 37 was able to get by in third. 32 is trying to keep that fourth position, and the 92 in fifth right now. Looks like everyone's kind of lined up single file so far, but that 92 is trying to get on the outside.
I just heard from race control there will be a drive-through for a driver. We're gonna have to keep an eye on him. We gotta see if it's a
Oh.
playoff driver, but Erica's seeing some bumping going on there.
Yeah, that 42 is making me nervous. He's bumping around. Got such a pretty truck. I'd hate to get see it get messed up tonight. And it looks like he's gonna get by. Oh no! Oh boy. Looks like he was able to save it on the outside of the 42, but there's not much room on the track for him to get back on. See, the 56 has a nice bubble with no trucks around him. Trying to catch those front drivers and lots of jockeying back there. What do you have, Dan?
I would not have any other reason I would not see any other reason for a driver to pit now other than they would have a driving. Not a big deal for Timmy Holmes. He's already locked in, so he's just gonna.
And what would be the reason for that? Missing part of the track or?
Usually, it's they committed to or they changed lanes before the start finish line on the initial restart there. So before he got to the finish line,
Mm,
he went over to a different lane, which is a no in elite racing.
I
Yep,
see.
drive through. Think we got Dustin Durr going off again here, being battled hard.
Right. Let's take a look.
Yeah, he just had Daniel Martinez pass him through the S's there, sideways for that driver that is on older tires compared to the rest of the field here. Well, it's 4 laps and however many minutes that is. That's like 5 minutes on track.
We have our next caution coming up at lap 24. All right, so 5 laps to go. Looks like the 97 has a pretty comfortable lead.
Question will come down: will any of these drivers they see it's worked for the top three staying out on older tires? Not so much for Dustin Durr, but pitting early for top three drivers have worked out so far so well. So we'll see if any of these drivers decide to pit early.
Not sure if the drivers are just kind of being considerate of one another, if they can't really get up to one another's bumpers, or maybe, like you said, Gerald, they're just being a little bit more cautious, particularly the playoff drivers, to get through.
I think it might be a little bit of all of that. It is typical for Watkins Glen. Um, it's an outbreaking kind of zone. If less of a driver makes a mistake, a lot of these turns are very hard to make a pass. But you see right there,
Mhm.
uh, we got a great battle there going on.
Yeah, the 9 and the 37. Sean Ryan in fifth position, trying to secure Ethan Burrell's fourth position right now. And it
Well, if any,
looks
If anyone's watching, we only have 4 more laps for the Dime Dash challenge.
On board with Sean Ryan, we see he's coming up to that Pro Edge Racing bumper of Ethan Burrell. Kind of maintaining a similar line. On that back bumper a little bit. Yeah, and we'll see if he's able to make the pass on the outside. And he is. Very cleanly done. But it doesn't look like Ethan's quite ready to give up that position.
We actually got a three-way battle for the lead here shaping up.
Just does he have time? Will it be possible without a mistake made? We expect all the drivers to pit at least one more time um,
I
around the time that the stage.
Yeah,
Right.
I believe everyone's gotta have to pit for at least one more time. I don't think they're able to make it all the way. So I believe it's just a matter of do you want to restart in front of everybody with a couple lap older tires, or if you want to be able to run the final run, which will be the longest run of 25 laps on the
Hmm.
newest set of tires.
And do you want those stage points?
For the top two drivers, they're not running for points, so we'll see if they come down this time by, or if it's next time by that they come down. Oh,
Well, that answers that. Right, so that leaves the rest of the field to kind of move up one position. We have Chad Frankenfield in the 15 now taking the lead. Will he pit or will he stay out and get that stage win? He's not in contention for the championship, so it doesn't seem like it's too much of a benefit to him to stay out. But we will see. Sean Ryan in third. These separating from the rest of the field for sure. Like Sean Ryan's up to the bumper of the 92 there. And mhm, a lap down now.
oh, he's a lap down. That's gonna
I
be
believe so.
That's very costly. He must have had a speeding penalty. He must have had to come back down or something.
It did look like he went in there pretty hot.
Yeah, so that ruins Alex Vandersand, our strongest competitor's run for sure, because he may get the lucky dog, but he's gonna have to start all the way in the back.
Is there anything in the race control about it?
No, it would be racing. So yeah, with him staying on pit road, that was a hole. But we got our stage end here as our drivers are crossing the finish line here.
All right, so Chad Frankenfield did stay out, and he got that uh, stage win, followed by Ethan Stanley, Sean Ryan in third, Beryl fourth, Lytle fifth, Clifton sixth, Crump seventh, Zielinski eighth, Bourne ninth, and Martinez once again in the 10th position.
We had a
Just
couple
take.
drivers in chat thinking that Alex Vandersand was going to win. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to
Mm.
come from dead last in the field with getting the weight or going to be getting the lucky dog here. But yeah,
And
that's
again, you said full course cautions are rare, so how would he?
yeah, he's just gonna have to do it on pure pace. But even Alex Vandersand, as good as he is on a road course, I don't see that being possible for our driver there. That was our favorite and lap leader for most of this race.
Now, does the lucky dog apply in this scenario, or would it have to be in a
No, he
future caution?
no, he would get the lucky dog because I the elite throws the full course caution for the end of these stages to allow these drivers to be able to bunch back up. So once everyone goes down pit road, you'll see that 97 car have to track his way back around the racetrack to get back to the back of the field. But he's going to do it on not only a couple lap older tires, but all the way from the back of the pack. So we'll have to keep an eye on that 97 and see how many cars he's able to. If he would have done that early on, maybe that would have been the the question of the night. How many positions will the 97 get? Maybe we'll have a side bet on that one for anyone in the chat if they want to keep an eye on that Alex Vandersand for this final stage.
Now we see him in the 20th position. And did we want to acknowledge our sponsors again?
Absolutely, our premier sponsors are C2 Freight. They offer freight management service. They can meet your needs today as well as change your needs in the future. With thousands of qualified carriers in their database, they are capable of handling and shipping for every type of goods and personal foods to offer as any every type of food as well and offer the equipment for those. We also like to give a shout out to Blue Egg Marketing. Uh, Again, they are a business that punches above their weight class. They are marketing development for small businesses. They are there to meet your demands, and they are your biggest fans. And then we have Powerhouse Recycling. Powerhouse Recycling strives to offer the highest level of customer service in the industry for each load process time and time again. Uh, They also they strongly believe through superior customer service and customizing recycling. They are completely transparent and they can earn your client's business and hold longevity in your business relationships. So yeah, get a hold of Blue Egg Recycling and thank you to them, Egg Marketing, C2 Freight, and of course our series or our race sponsor for tonight, Se- Shell Bell Cells. I'm getting worse as this as I go along. Shell Shell Bell Cells. Uh, they are on Instagram. You can get them at Shell Bell Cells. They can be able to make vinyl designs, custom orders, home decor, wood crafts. I'm gonna get on there tonight and give them a look because all these drivers out here have maybe a race car they've always wanted to get made up onto a vinyl or maybe get something done up, some wood crafts and everything. So I'm always interested in those kinds of shops. So give them a look up like I will tonight on Instagram and try to see if maybe there might be something in your life that you cannot live without being made right now. So uh, give them a shout. Interesting. I think they're a new sponsor for Elite. So excited to see some new sponsor shout outs. That's a beautiful. Did you make that, Dave? Is that their logo? It's a good logo.
It
I, li-
is.
I like that. Well, Mother's or Father's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is gone, but maybe get something for Father's Day for somebody.
Is that a hint?
I don't know. Let me go on there and look.
Well,
Yes, it's the first Father's Day. I appreciate watching the little boy right now, and Erica's doing a wonderful job helping me out. Um, can't say enough for Erica jumping on board here. Baby says hi. He's actually waving, which is very cute.
oh,
I have no idea who he's waving at. What's that? Oh, really? Yeah, but how? Well, we'll see if he's able to get what I want. I know what I want, so maybe if he just tells me what I tell him what want, and he'll just get it. Or is your kid's really good at being able to pick out your items? Yeah, you
and
haven't had. How many slippers and belts and ties have you gotten? I take a pet. I take a pet rock. I'll be fine with that. Yep. Hi. Yep. Baby says hi.
hey, baby. All right, looks like we are lining up 24 laps to go. We're already halfway through the race tonight. And there's really no telling who is going to come away with the victory tonight. I think one of the main contenders is uh, probably going to have a lot of trouble getting through this field. So we will keep an eye out for him. Looks like Talon is out front, someone who had not been early on in the race. So we're kind of changing things up a little bit. Alex Van de Sant back in 23rd. And here we are. Looks like the 15 and the 51 are trying to establish the order. 15 is able to get the lead. And yes, looks like he is back to third now with the 9 coming up on his inside. Sean Ryan gets the third spot. And Ethan Burrell is in fifth. Everybody seems to be kind of lining up. Nope. 51 is taking a wide line. And the 42. Yeah.
Well, guys, don't look now. Of one 10 position up by there. Getting up
Wow.
there into another one. So he's maybe a little mad.
I suppose it builds character. Yeah, looks like he's gonna get that position. So 16. Yes. The question is, how are those tires going to be by the time he gets up to the front again?
Um, no, I think actually it's I believe they can make it from here. So yeah, it's gonna be a stretch, but I believe all these drivers should be able to make it.
Even those who pitted before the stage end?
Yes,
Mm.
and he still will make a lot of passes.
Mhm. I guess my question is, how important are tires at this track?
Um, yeah. For me and David, probably wouldn't help us very much.
Looks like he's having a little bit of company up there with the 92, trying to get perhaps to the inside.
Yeah, if anyone knows Chad, they'll know how much he loves Watkins Glen, so he's gonna fight for this one.
Like Ethan Stanley is trying to determine how to get around him.
Good, but if he wins tonight, he'll find it worth it. So we got to make sure he doesn't win tonight. Then it will just rub it in further. While trying to take that little bit of cherry on top is Ethan Stanley there. Another one of their chase drivers, but I really want to keep an eye on that 9 car in third place. He won Lime Rocker, only other road course, and he did that just by not making any mistakes. So
Mm.
we'll have to see. Chad Frankenfield's not going to give it up, and 92 there of Ethan Stanley may have to end up putting a bumper to Chad Frankenfield to be able to get that position. So we'll have to keep a close eye on the 9 to see if he's able to capitalize on both those drivers.
How aggressive would you be at this point in the stage?
If it's Chad Frankenfield, I think it's just known in the series bumpers is all good to use. Chad has used his bumper quite a bit this season, so he has a few of them owed to him by some of these drivers with his well-known aggressive driving. So again, Chad Frankenfield puts the excitement into some of these races here.
Oh, there it is. It's a big wiggle. Hmm. Yeah, that
Playoff drivers.
51's got some damage. Keep seeing that 5 truck. Really nice paint scheme there.
Yeah, Alex Vander's evolving really, uh, running really well, trying to not proud, trying to just see if he can sneak in a top 10 before the night's end.
Mhm. Wow. Yeah, let's see him get around. Oh, no, Mikret had a little surge of speed there. And as we were saying earlier, he is not in the position that he would like to be, where there's no trucks in the front.
Yeah, but at least we get to see some really good shots from him making some passes and showing how it's done. And his deep dive bombing he does in these turns. He might have a run on him down this. Yeah, we'll see if he can make 2 passes maybe.
It's to the outside of Mikret, coming into the turn.
Top 10.
Well, it's a beautiful day in Watkins Glen. As we see the 92 definitely getting up to that bumper.
He might have a he might be able to make a move. I don't know. Chad's gonna probably throw it in here pretty fast into this turn.
We're on board with.
The 92 here of Ethan Stanley.
Okay,
Great three
three
three car
cars.
battle. Yeah.
Yeah, you could toss a blanket over them.
Someone's watching their NASCAR broadcasting. Yeah.
It'd have to be a rather large blanket.
Sounds like my kind of blanket.
Yeah, that's true. Well, 15 definitely doesn't want to be caught.
Ooh, 92 threw it in there. He might give him a bump here.
And it's 15 laps to go.
Yeah, but if you stay behind another driver for too long, you will burn up your tires.
More so than trying to pass them.
Well, you'd rather be in front of them. So, I mean, that's preferred, but being behind a driver trying to outbrake him is going to use your tires up quite a bit.
Mm.
So, the longer he stays behind him, the more he's going to probably put some wear on his tires.
Well, I think that they're trying to get up to Chad, maybe waiting for him to make some sort of mistake in order to get a little bit of an advantage.
I think Chad's weakness is in this bus stop here. The 92 gets through those S's so well. He might try to make a move here on Chad.
Oh
Oh,
no!
no! And he got the 9. Chad
Oh,
Frankenfield got both playoff drivers in one hit. He got the 92 and the 9 going into this turn, trying so hard to stay in it. One in the corner pocket and then comes back down and collects the other.
well, it almost looked like the 9 was coming straight for him there.
The 9 was just trying to make the turn there with so much speed. It's hard to turn easily there, but 15 did not want to give up the position and went side by side, which is very hard. And then they make a little contact, and Chad slides back up and hits the 92, spins him back around, and gets back on the gas and slams right into the 9. So the 9's got a lot of front end damage here.
I would think so.
Chad's still out front after all that. That's going to make you wonder if you even want to try to attempt to pass a 15. You see what happens when you get close.
Mm. 13 laps to go. Mhm.
Yeah, but you wonder how much damage both the 15 and the 9 now have, because that was a lot of front end collision there. And you see how their fenders are all pushed up. This is not just a normal road course. This is a very fast road course. So there is a little bit of aerodynamics to play to, especially down this front straightaway with how long it is. So you see the 37, he was being left in the dust by the three front runners. Now starting to catch up to both the 9 and the 15 here in the late stages.
How
Yeah,
much of a fight do we think that the front running drivers are going to put up with him trying to pass them?
well, I think if I'm the 9, like you saw what happens when you try to make a clean pass, he's not going to give it up.
Mm.
If it's me, this is for a victory and locking yourself into the playoffs. I'm just moving them. I'm just moving them at this point. I wouldn't even try to attempt to pass him. There's no point. You see the 9 dive it into there. We'll see if he's able to get anything on the 15. 15's going to hold him real tight, and they're going to go through the S's, not be able to get him clear this time.
The 37 is coming up to the bumper of the 9 now. Like once again, the top 5 have kind of separated with the 42 in the 5th position.
Yeah, Ethan Stanley, one that got hurt the worst in that whole ordeal back there in sixth, and is
Mhm.
continuously losing time. He backed it in to the barrier, so we'll see if he's able to get in back up there.
He seems to be really trying to.
I thought you were gonna say pissed, and that's probably the truth.
Well, yes, that does appear to come off in the way he's driving right now.
Well, Alex Vandersant now finds himself in eighth, only 6 seconds behind the leaders here. So we'll see. He's got 10 laps. He's gonna have to gain a little over half a second each lap to catch these guys, and we might be able to see it. To see the 9 really get onto the back of 15 here.
Yeah, on board with Sean Ryan. Trying to get a pass, looking around, but not quite able to find that way around Chad Frankenfurter.
Question comes out: how long can the 9 try to attempt to make a clean pass on the 15 when he's got the 37 closing in right into the back of him. He's going to try to dive bomb again into turn one and doors him. That's what I would have done. There you go. But Chad's going to try to get the power off, and he's going to
He
still be
had a
side by
good
side.
run. This is a really great battle for the lead right here.
Where's the 37 going to go? Is he going to try to follow one, or is he going to try to make it three wide? He's going to try to make it three wide. Back where it all started. Here in the S's or in the dog leg here, pushes the 9 car out wide, gets through the gas. He's going to lose a couple positions for it.
John Ryan now in fourth after battling for the lead.
That 15 has probably defended more than I've ever seen a person defend at Watkins Glen here. And now he's going to have a very experienced driver there in the 37 on his back bumper. And I don't think Ethan is going to be as patient.
On board with the number 2 position, now Ethan Burrow. No, it looks like he's going to get straight to business here. As they go up the hill.
Now, this is great racing so far. We have not seen this physical of a battle at Watkins Glen in a while, but it looks like 37 is going to try again. Everyone tries the inside. I think he thinks better of it. He's seen what's happened the last 2 times. Drivers have been onto the inside of Chad Frankfield going into that turn. They usually don't make the turn.
Well, in addition to possibly having newer tires, he does not have the damage that the 15 car has sustained.
No, the 15's got a lot of front end damage. I don't think he's going to be able to outrun any of these drivers. But what's setting it up for is it's getting some of these drivers back into the game once again with all these battlings. Now Ethan Stanley's only finds himself 2 seconds behind the leader.
We see Vandison is once again in the 9th position. Mhm.
He might have used up most of his tires getting through the field.
Like the 56 is going to go outside and get the 2nd position. And he is one of our playoff drivers.
He is, and he's also a teammate to Ethan Burrell, the driver he just passed. So we'll see if Tate Lytle is able to do anything with Chad Frankenfield, but we're going to be coming to 6 laps to go, and the 9 car is going to try to make one more charge at it here, too, on Ethan.
Like the 37's not done. He's looking like he's trying to get that 2nd position back.
Ooh, hey, the 9 car there got a little sideways in turn 1. 56 is starting to close up on Chad. He's going to have another run. Through the S's is where Chad's been very lacking in speed. So we'll see if Tate Lytle's able to get him going into the bus stop.
He's looking around to the outside. Coming up. And there's some contact. But not able to make the pass.
Yeah, I keep seeing people try to make that inside work going through the bus stop on Chad, and Chad will use every bit of that bus stop. That's not going to work. They're going to have to find another way around, or they're going to have to use up that bumper of Chad there.
And it looks like that lap car is not interested in getting involved with this battle at all.
Well, once again, we'll see if Chad's able to get through the yeses any better, but that's definitely where everyone's been catching Chad, and it keeps setting up these passes, these attempt to pass, and the bus stop entrance there. But we'll see if the 56 is able to get a little bit better run here. It looks like Chad Frankenfield was able to get a better start or run through the yeses. As my son really is interested in this.
5 laps to go. And they are definitely all closing in.
Yeah, there's no give at this point. All those drivers, they're going to use up the curves. They're pushing harder than they have all night. There's 5 laps coming to 4 laps to go. Chad Frankenfield sideways coming out of that last turn down the front straightaway here. So the drivers are pushing as hard as they can. We'll see if that produces any kind of passes here, as Tate Lytle is once again getting right to the back bumper of Chad Frankenfield. We'll see if Chad's been able to save anything. As you see, Tate Lytle, get very loose and sideways, trying desperately to try to get closer to Chad.
37 making some ground on the 56 car truck too. As 15 is getting around what looks to be some lap traffic.
Yeah, they all caught that lap traffic at a very bad place there. Allowed Chad to get out to a little bit of a distance here. We'll see if they can be able to run him back down.
Like Lytle is closing in a little bit.
Yeah, they're all trying to get around that lap car there. Here we come. 3 laps to go in this race. Good onboard shot of the back bumper of Chad Frankenfield to see all the competitors right behind him. So you see Tate Lytle trying to use up all the track he can, see if he can be able to gain on him. You see how much this 56 there is diving into the turns.
And currently, there are 6 playoff drivers in the top 10. So we'll see if Tyler Fody was right about that.
Tyler Frody's definitely keeping an eye on that to see if he's going to be able to have lunch for tomorrow.
Two laps to go. And we'll see if the 56 is gonna try again to get around the 15 here. Like third and fourth place are getting real close. Mhm.
Here we come with 1 lap to go. It's going to come down to the S's if that 56 is able to nail down the S's there and see if he can be able to catch the 15 and be able to have a chance. Good battle for third going on there as the 9 is going to try to have one more passing opportunity for third place here.
All right, looks like they're. Oh.
Oh no, that's our playoff driver. He's got a ton of damage. Oh, he's going to get hit one more time by the
Oh.
90. Another playoff driver got into the back there of, uh, uh, of the number 9 truck there. Back out front, what are we looking like here as the leaders are going to be coming down the back straightaway? Doesn't look like anyone's got anything for Chad Frankenfield.
Mm-mm.
Coming out of the back straightaway here, coming down the front. Here comes Chad Frankenfield. He's going to win at Watkins Glen, able to hold off, literally battle his way across the finish line to win tonight's race. Yeah, we had a couple battles there going across the finish line. Some drivers really having some issues. Caleb Clifton, one of those drivers that lost a few down the going into the last turn. So we had some contact being made back there. That some last lap passes made there.
Quite a few drivers out of the race tonight.
Well, congratulations to Tyler Fody as well, as there are 6 competitors finishing on the in the top 10. So 6 playoff drivers were able to finish in the top 10. So we'll get a hold of Tyler Fody and award him his $10 Grubhub gift card. So our second win so far this season for the for our Dine and Dash challenge.
Hopefully that softens the blow of the winner for him.
Yeah, Tyler Fody not a fan of Chad Frankenfield. So hopefully, well, yeah, really. So maybe that'll make it a little bit easier on Tyler Fody with now being able to buy some lunch for himself on Monday. Well, I'll give it over to you, Erica, as I got to put the baby asleep here. But thank you, everyone, for tonight's race, and we'll leave it over to Erica to do tonight's our interviews here for the end of the race.
Well, before we go to interviews, we might want to, yes, review the race results. So, again, Chad Frankenfield is the victor tonight, followed by Tate Lytle in second place. He is one of our playoff drivers. Ethan Burrell, third place. Ethan Stanley, fourth place, another playoff driver. Levi Zielinski in fifth, playoff driver. Scott Crump in sixth, also a playoff driver. Alex Vandesant in seventh. Caleb Clifton, eighth. Sean Ryan, ninth. And he is another one of our playoff drivers. Daniel Martinez in 10th, another playoff driver. Cole Mikra, 11th. Harrison Talon, 12th. Zach Evans, 13th. Dustin Dewar, 14th. Alec Balvans, 15th. Michael Hossack, 16th. Kendall Noah, 17th. Brent Jones, 18th. 19th. Mark Rabilas. 20th. Michael Goodman. Sam Bootwell, 21st. 22nd. Tyler Dixon. Cody Harrington, 23rd. Josh Freed, 24th. Jeff Sickles, 25th. Mark Keeler, 26th, Michael Klein, 27th, Tom Bourne, 28th, Timmy Holmes, 29th, Trey Holmes, 30th. Well, let's start with Chad.
You guys are killing me.
Chad, are you with us?
Yep, you guys got me.
All right. Congratulations on the win this evening. I believe that you got the uh, lead position right before the second stage was coming to an end. And since then, it was just kind of a battle to keep that position. How were you able to kind of block all those drivers trying to pass you?
Um, Honestly, it was probably the most intense road course race I've had on here in a while. Um, I definitely wasn't fastest truck. Sean and Ethan were both faster than me, and then obviously Alex as well. Um, but a lot of times these races just come down to track position, and here specifically, it's really hard to pass when you got trucks that are very close in speed. So I knew if I could just get track position, it was going to be hard, and I knew that I can defend here really well. So um, their only real shot was to try to get me into the bus stop because they were killing me under braking through there. So I just had to hold my ground going through there, and honestly, if it was any other position besides the lead, I probably would have backed out. But obviously, as a leader, I'm not going to back out and give the spot up there. So it was just um, really just hard racing all the way around. It was definitely an interesting race.
Well, well done. Is there anyone you'd like to thank? Any shout outs?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Kicking the Tires. This is the first season I've had an actual sponsor across the board. So thank you to Kicking Tires for coming on board and giving them a second win this season. I want to thank C2 Freight, Powerhouse Recycling, Blue Egg Marketing, Dixon Smoke Barbecue, everybody at White Lightning Racing. It's been a fun year with those guys, and hopefully this gets us some momentum going into the races this week, where we're at Talladega Monday and Wednesday, and I need some help. So yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting. Thank you, Erica and Gerald and David and everybody that you guys do with the network. So I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. All right, and we have, is it, hey, thank you so much for joining us. You got the second place position this evening. Can you kind of walk us through your strategy?
I mean, strategy was pretty simple. Just put at the stages and then try and save what you could at that last stage. I didn't think I'd have a chance going for the win at all. I was actually kind of thinking I was just going to cruise to like a sixth place finish. Those top three were really good, and then Ethan was a little better than us, I think. And then I want to say it was like 42 car, maybe. I think he was a little better than us, and I thought maybe that I just slot in behind them, and I don't know, with like 15, 10 to go, those guys started hitting each other, and they all had damage, and I was able to get by Ethan. I know he was kind of sour the way that happened, but I was like, man, I'm in the chase. I got to go try and lock myself in. So I dove him in on the bus stop and had a chance at Chad. I don't know. I watched the replay back. I don't know if I really could have dove it in there any harder without wiping us both out, but I wish I could have done something a little different. Maybe even just follow him in there and try and move him up out of the way in the carousel. But at least it wasn't another chaser that won. I was kind of worried with the 9 car up there and the 92. I was like, man, those are two guys that are probably behind me in points, to where if they win the race, then that's going to make it harder for me to make that final 4 or final 5 or whatever it is. I guess it's 5 for this. And but yeah, I gave it everything I had. My tires were scorched there at the end. My rear tires were, under 70%. So we were doing what we could, just trying to get the power down off of 7 and then off of 1. Those short kind of right-handers, I could, that left rear tire just had no grip left, and we kind of figured it out there right on the last lap, and about wrecked it out of the carousel, trying to put down too much power, trying to just give myself a chance into 6. I was going to try and just root him out of the way, but it wasn't quite close enough when we got there. So, but go into Chad, like I said, at least I wasn't a chase guy, and I got to thank Brent Wentz, Days Gone By Vintage Racing Apparel. He's always hooking us up and got really cool paint schemes thanks to JD Designs, Jonathan Smith. So yeah, a lot of fun still. Wasn't really feeling all that great today. Wasn't really wanting to race, but glad I did. Almost come home with the checker flag. Yeah, I covered Brent Wentz. Thanks to good win to Chad. And I know he has a lot of sentimental value for this place. Even virtually, I know it kind of pulls at his heartstrings a little bit, this place. And I saw he went and burned it down in turn 1 after the race, and I know that has a lot of sentimental value to him. So um, yeah, exactly. And I know that, I don't know, he'd have to tell you the story, but I know that him and his mom used to come to the races here every single year, and she ended up passing away. I'm not sure what year, but I know that turn alone has a lot of value to him. You'll have to talk to him a little bit about it I guess you guys already talked to him, but yeah, shout out to him for winning, and then obviously putting on the league. I know he puts up with a lot of BS, but at the end of the day, we all enjoy it. Thanks to you for watching us race fake race cars for a couple hours too. It's always surprises me that people will do that for us. Yeah, I don't know which race I don't know if I'll show up for tomorrow or not. We'll see what the weather's doing. If it's nice, I'll be outside doing something else. But thanks, guys.